and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexandra. In today's video, I'm going to give you an ultimate guide how to succeed in 2023. Oh, actually, Happy New Year. I'm shooting this in 2022. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about goal setting, vision board or mood board creation, and manifestation. The reason why I wanted to create this video so much is because last year I did something very similar to this, and things that I didn't even wish for or I just thought it's too far-fetched became reality, and I'm just so grateful for everything that happened this year or in 2022, and I just want to recreate that in 2023 as well. I think this is mainly what set me up for success. I think this could be helpful for you as well if you follow the steps along. The way I started the whole goal setting journey is you take a piece of paper, you categorize your goals basically in this clean sheet of paper. You write down all the categories of your life that you want to achieve goals in. My categories for my goals were personal, career, health, finance, spirituality, I can't say this word, sorry, and religiousness. So basically you write these down on your little clean sheet. After you put everything on your paper, this is how it would look like. I wouldn't recommend putting anything more than 5 goals each category, because even 5 is going to be quite a lot. You will see that it's going to be hard if you just put like 10 each, especially if you have like multiple categories. I have personally 5, but if you have like 10 and then each category has another 10 goals, it's a lot. And if you have a job, you probably won't be able to accomplish all these things, especially if they are like big goals. So I personally like to have 5 goals each category, and it works very well for me. These are just example categories. You can use any other things, any other aspects of your life. So after you have all your categories and your numbers here, all you have to do is write your specific, this has to be very, very highlighted. So very specific goals underneath each category. Don't try to just be like, I want to be successful or I want to make more money. That's not specific whatsoever. So I personally prefer to add a date as well. This is going to come along the line, but setting a deadline is very important, obviously, and setting a specific number next to your goal, like how much money do you want to make, by when? Because if you just want to make more money, you might just make more money with £1 more, and that's not probably what you want. So try to just be very, very specific with your goals. If you have like a career goal, if you want a new job, say it here what job you want, what's the job, what's the position, what's the salary, and write it down here and put a number, put a date next to it. Okay, so after you set out your goals, something that everybody always forgets is that you can write down your goals, you can talk about your goals, you can have goals. That doesn't mean that you're going to accomplish them. So I will help you to put these goals into action. One of the key points of having goals is to motivate us, but we need to prioritize these in our daily life. So what I want you to do is create a calendar. I'm going to show you what I created. So I created this calendar basically with the month and the top and then all these dates. I'm going to be able to check myself off. I can see and I can track my progress in the whole process, basically in the whole year. So after we have our goals set and basically written down and they are very specific, very clear, then what we are going to have to do is to break them down into smaller tasks that are going to be much easier to do on a daily basis. So I am going to break these down into daily tasks, something that's going to add to all these big goals on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis. And after we have our tasks, we have to add a deadline. We have to give ourselves a deadline. So after we set our deadlines, I want you to actually schedule them into your calendar, because that's how you're going to be reminded of it every single day, every single week, to just keep doing it. It's also very important to be super realistic with this. If you have a busy life and you want to go to the gym 6 days a week, probably not gonna happen. It's probably not gonna happen. So just be super, super realistic and be also patient with yourself. Don't put yourself in any situations that you just have this huge pressure on yourself and you might not be able to actually achieve it. Once we are done with the goal setting, now we can move on to the vision board creation. This is the fun part. This is that looks just good, and I love it. I love to do it. So what you're going to do is basically you head to Pinterest. Obviously this is something that everybody uses, especially motivational images. So I personally always just go on Canva. I always type in all my keywords that I want, and I spend about like a couple seconds scrolling and saving within that one keyword. And I just keep doing this until I have all my images for each goal. Basically, I always select between 1 to 5 for each goal, and I just save them all to my computer, and then I just head to Canva, and that's where the magic happens. So once you're in Canva, I personally just add and upload all my images that I just saved to my computer. I just upload them to Canva itself, and I made the mistake that I added all the images at once. You can do it one by one, whichever floats your boat, to be honest. I did it this way because I just wanted all the images to be there, and then I was able to move them around a little bit. And basically you can just crop it as you want. You can make it smaller, bigger. You can make the ones that you really want to highlight a bit bigger so you can definitely see it, and position it in the center. I also saved a couple of quotes or just motivational quotes that are going to get me going, and I just placed them in a way that they're not under each other or too close to each other. So the whole mood board is going to be super aesthetic, super motivational, and it just looks good all together. So I was playing about here for quite some time. To be honest, all this took me about 45 minutes. So yeah, definitely spend that 1 hour on making your mood board because it will pay off. And once you have your final vision board, then I personally, after I save this, I also create my own wallpaper for my phone. I don't just create the background for my laptop, I also create one for my phone so I can set it as my cover on my phone. I have to tell you, whenever I open my phone, I always see this. So there's no way I will not see my vision board every single day, multiple times. I definitely want to make sure that this is something that is in my life constantly. So setting it as your cover on your phone, as your wallpaper on your computer or desktop wallpaper, I think it's very, very important so you can maximize the amount of times you can see this. So basically what I've done, you don't have to obviously save the images once again. You just go to Canva and then you select the size for your phone wallpaper, and then you just add all the pictures. Here I was just adding them one by one. I just added a couple and then I resized them and I added a couple more, and I feel like it looks really good. I haven't added all the images that I added to my wallpaper because this is a much smaller size, so I wanted to make sure that all the images can be seen. So I didn't add all the images, but I did add images for each and every goal that I set. I just didn't add all 5. I maybe added like 3 for some of my goals. Okay, so this is the last thing which I'm actually really excited about because I haven't done this before. This is a very new thing to me as well. So let's try it out together. Let's have a conversation what we think about this and how it actually works, because I think it would work. I'm pretty sure it would work. I've never done this before because it's just a lot of work and it needs a lot of clarity, which I haven't had before. So this year I also decided to have a manifestation story basically of my life. The way this manifestation works is basically you're going to script out your story. You're going to write everything down you want, and you like everything you imagine your life to be and everything you want to have in your life. Basically, you write a story about your dream life. This has to be super specific, everything like color of your hair, color of your shoes, the color of your bedroom, or the things you own, the products that you use, the food you eat. Literally every single thing needs to be very specific. So what you need to do is go on your Notion, go on your laptop, open up a clean new sheet, and just start writing the life you want. Include finance, career, everything in your life, love, like literally every single thing, your friendships that you want to make or your friendships that you want to have, and the way you imagine it to be, and every single little detail needs to be in it. Be very, 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 very specific. You're basically going to end up with a memoir in your laptop, and make sure that you're writing this in past tense as if it already happened in the past. Basically, make sure that you are thinking with your 2023 December 21st mind that, oh, this is what happened in January. This is what I traveled in the summer of 2023. This is where I did this. So basically make sure that this is a past tense memoir about how you imagine your life now to be in the future, if that makes sense. Once you have this, make sure that you are keeping it in a very, very safe space. You can print this out, you can have this on your computer, wherever you want to keep it. Just make sure that this is in a safe place and somewhere where you won't lose it, but also you are not going to be opening it up, checking it out, or anything like this. The whole goal of this memoir is to kind of like forget about it for the year, and you're going to open it up at the end of December and you're going to be surprised how many things actually became your reality that you already manifested the year before. I know that lots of people do this thing and it works very well for them. I haven't done this before because, as I said, I had absolutely no clarity before. This would be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you actually took away something from this, and I very much hope that all your goals are going to become reality and you're going to enjoy this year as much as you are planning to enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.